For years, fans have been speculating about Zoro's potential ties to the land of the samurai, Wano, but things really started to heat up when Yamato's flashback dropped some seriously juicy clues. It wasn't just any hint either. It was a visual connection that had fans everywhere buzzing. The resemblance between Zoro and Shimotsuki Ushimaru was nothing short of jaw-dropping. Honestly, it's like they're two sides of the same coin. They could practically be twins. But if you think that's where the mystery ends, you're in for a surprise because this theory goes much deeper. What really kicked the fan theories into high gear was another flashback that threw an even bigger wrench into the mix. Turns out, Kuzaburo, the man who gifted Zoro his very first swords, didn't just randomly show up. He was living in Zoro's village all along. That single reveal was enough to send shockwaves through the fandom. Could it really be a coincidence? Or was this the missing puzzle piece? Naturally, this got fans speculating like crazy about Zoro's true heritage. Is there more to Zoro's connection to the Shimotsuki clan than we've been led to believe? Could Zoro's bloodline have deeper roots in the history of Wano than we ever imagined? But here's the real twist. Oda, the mastermind behind One Piece, dropped a major bombshell himself. He revealed that there is indeed a deeper story behind Zoro's past, one that fans have been dying to uncover. However, here's the catch. Oda hinted that he might never actually tell that story in the manga. That's right. Despite Wano being one of the most epic and detailed arcs in One Piece history, we still didn't get the full picture of Zoro's connection to Ushimaru or Ryuma, the legendary god of the blade. Fans have been left on the edge of their seats, wondering if these burning questions will ever be fully answered. Now, if you're curious about Ryuma, Zoro actually crossed paths with him, or more accurately, his reanimated corpse, back in the Thriller Bark arc. Thanks to Gecko Moria's bizarre zombie abilities, Ryuma was brought back as one of Moria's powerful generals. Of course, Zoro, being the absolute force of nature that he is, managed to defeat Ryuma in battle. As a result, Ryuma entrusted Zoro with his legendary sword, Shisui. And in classic Straw Hat fashion, Zoro didn't just keep the sword. When the crew finally arrived in Wano, he honored Ryuma by returning Shisui to his grave. It was a true full-circle moment that added even more depth to Zoro's story. But here's where things get even wilder. Zoro's family history is far more intriguing than we ever could have imagined. Not only is Zoro the great-nephew of Ushimaru, one of Wano's last daimyo, but he's also a direct descendant of none other than Ryuma, the legendary god of the blade. That's right, Zoro comes from a bloodline of iconic swordsmen. And if that wasn't mind-blowing enough, he's also a distant relative of Kuina, the very same friend who inspired him to pursue his dream of becoming the world's strongest swordsman after her untimely death. Talk about fate working in mysterious ways. It's no wonder Eiichiro Oda chose to leave Zoro's full family backstory out of the manga, especially now that One Piece is heading into its final saga. Let's face it, there are already a ton of plot threads to wrap up, mysteries to solve, and beloved characters who need their moments in the spotlight. It's a densely packed world, and diving deep into Zoro's lineage could easily overshadow the larger story. Plus, knowing Zoro's no-nonsense personality and the fact that he lost his parents at a young age, it's highly likely that Zoro himself has no clue about his rich heritage. Here's the thing though, destiny in One Piece? It's no small matter. Even without knowing his true heritage, Zoro still ended up crossing paths with his legendary ancestor Ryuma. And that's not all. Zoro played a key role in liberating Wano, his ancestral homeland, from Kaido's tyrannical rule. It's almost as if, without realizing it, he was fulfilling his fate as a true descendant of the Shimotsuki clan. Zoro's actions and journey seem to align perfectly with his bloodline, proving that in the world of One Piece, destiny has a way of coming full circle, even when the characters themselves are unaware of it. With the anime already deep into the chaos of the Egghead arc, where things are spiraling out of control, it seems even more unlikely that we'll see Zoro's backstory squeezed in anytime soon. And let's be honest, going back to Wano this quickly wouldn't make much sense, especially with all the big events unfolding on Egghead Island right now. This arc is packed with major plot developments and reveals, leaving little room to suddenly shift focus back to Zoro's family history. On top of that, there are still plenty of cover stories waiting to be adapted into the anime, like Enel's Great Space Mission or Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage, both of which might take priority over diving into Zoro's lineage again. And here's the kicker. While the SBS, Shitsumono Boshusuru, section of the manga has gifted fans with some amazing character insights, These extra details rarely make their way into the anime. This means that Zoro's deep connection to Wano and the Shimotsuki clan might end up being something only manga readers fully get to experience. Zoro's had plenty of epic moments, but one that really stands out is his encounter with Kuma. Remember when Kuma forced Zoro to endure all of Luffy's pain from the battle with Moria? Every punch, every cut, every ounce of agony that Luffy had suffered, Zoro took it all, without hesitation. It was a legendary moment that proved just how far Zoro was willing to go for his captain and crew. And after going through unimaginable pain, Zoro didn't even want anyone to know what he had done. That's classic Zoro. Silent, selfless, and fiercely loyal. Fast forward to the Onigashima battle, and Zoro's endurance was tested on a whole new level. He stood against the combined might of Kaido and Big Mom. Let that sink in for a second. To Yonko, launching a devastating attack that could have leveled a massive part of Onigashima. Zoro not only took the brunt of that attack, but managed to hold off long enough for the other worst generation fighters to escape. It was an undeniably heroic moment. Even though Zoro was left with serious life-threatening injuries, he didn't let it stop him. He pushed through, refusing to let his pain or wounds slow him down. That's the kind of warrior Zoro is. While we've learned a little about Zoro's father and his heritage from the Shimotsuki clan, his mother remains almost a complete mystery in the series. This has, of course, sparked a wave of fan theories speculating about who she might be and whether she could have a more significant role in the world of One Piece than we've been led to believe. With so little information to go on, fans have been left wondering if Oda has more surprises in store when it comes to Zoro's family, especially his mother's potential influence on his life or the larger narrative. Some fans speculate that Zoro's mother could be tied to another important family. Possibly could it be that Zoro's mother is someone we've already been introduced to in the story. Perhaps she has ties to the Kozuki clan, or she might belong to another influential group in Wano. Alternatively, she could come from an entirely different part of the world, potentially linking Zoro's lineage to new, unexplored regions that we've yet to encounter in One Piece. It's quite possible that Oda has been intentionally withholding this reveal for a pivotal moment in the narrative. Zoro's importance has been steadily growing, and with the recurring themes of destiny and inherited will, it wouldn't be surprising if his mother played a significant role in shaping his path. In fact, she may have already influenced Zoro's journey in ways that remain unknown to us. Now, let's explore one of the most captivating theories surrounding Zoro's origins. Could his backstory be linked to the mysterious Void Century? For those unfamiliar, the Void Century represents one of the greatest enigmas in One Piece, a lost era that has been purposefully erased from history. Imagine if Zoro's roots were somehow connected to this hidden chapter of the world's past. Some fans speculate that Zoro's ancestry might tie into the secrets of the Void Century, suggesting a deeper link between his lineage and the ancient history of the One Piece world. Considering the recurring themes of legacy and inherited will throughout the series, it's not too far-fetched to envision Zoro's story being intertwined with the monumental events of the Void Century, possibly even connected to the ancient weapons or other long-forgotten powers. This could open up a new layer of depth to his character, revealing how his past is part of the broader tapestry of the world's history. Think about it. If Zoro's ancestors were connected to the Void Century, this could suggest a direct link to the ancient weapons or even to the world's most closely guarded secrets. Such a revelation would add an entirely new dimension to Zoro's character, showing that his story goes beyond the goal of becoming the world's greatest swordsman. His journey might also involve unraveling a forgotten part of history, one that is deeply entwined with his own lineage. This possibility could make Zoro's quest not just a personal one, but also a key to understanding the broader mysteries of the One Piece world. His bloodline might hold the key to unlocking long-lost knowledge or forgotten powers that have been hidden for centuries. In this light, Zoro's path could become a crucial part of uncovering the ancient truths that have been shrouded in secrecy, making him not just a swordsman seeking strength, but a pivotal figure in the grander narrative of world history. And let's not forget, One Piece is a series that thrives on themes of destiny and legacy. If Zoro's origins are tied to the enigmatic Void Century, it would seamlessly align with the broader narrative of inherited will, how the actions and ideals of the past continue to shape the present. Imagine if Zoro's backstory unlocked connections to the very heart of the world's most guarded secrets, placing him at the center of history's greatest mysteries. On top of that, some fans propose another captivating theory. Could Zoro have royal blood or a prestigious lineage? There's speculation that Zoro's extraordinary abilities and relentless drive as a swordsman might be linked to a noble family, or even a long-lost royal heritage. This would explain why his skills are so exceptional, and why he's so determined to rise to the top. Think about it. Zoro's talent with a sword is beyond remarkable. From his brutal training regime under Kushiro to the incredible battles he's fought, his swordsmanship often seems superhuman. Could this natural ability stem from something more than just hard work? Perhaps his extraordinary prowess is a reflection of a hidden lineage with deep ties to the art of swordsmanship, where mastering the blade runs in his blood. This would elevate Zoro's journey, making it not just a personal quest for greatness, but also a reflection of his ancestral destiny, a legacy passed down through generations that he is now carrying forward. Some theories suggest that Zoro's bloodline might be linked to a significant family or even a royal lineage from the distant past. This would mean that Zoro's natural talent with a sword is more than just the result of grueling training. It could be something he's inherited. Such a connection would imply that Zoro is part of an ancient tradition or a prestigious line of swordsmanship, with techniques passed down through generations. If Zoro is indeed connected to a royal family or a historically important lineage, it could explain not only his extraordinary abilities, but also his strong sense of duty, his unbreakable will, and his relentless pursuit of becoming the world's greatest swordsman. This theory fits seamlessly with One Piece's overarching theme of legacy and inherited will. Zoro's journey might not just be a personal quest for greatness, but a fulfillment of a grand destiny tied to his bloodline. This would add significant depth to Zoro's character, revealing that his unyielding spirit and exceptional talents may be rooted in something far greater than himself. His journey would become not only a story of individual achievement, but also a path toward realizing an inherited purpose, continuing the legacy of his ancestors, and perhaps even reviving ancient traditions that have been forgotten by the world.